G'day and welcome to Wakey Wakey Eggs and Bakey. I'm CJ and today I'm without the Sunhouse Funhouse, but I brought myself out here to Hakuba Valley in Japan. Before we hit the slopes of this world-class area, I'm going to cook up some, you guessed it, eggs and bacon. Today we're going to cook an omelette and so let's get started. First thing is get some heat in the pan and we're going to use just a little bit of bacon for this one. This is Japanese style rashers of bacon. You notice the eye is missing. This bacon's a little bit sweeter than bacon you might get in Australia, but it's very nice and it gets very crunchy nonetheless. What I'll then do is actually we'll get that, and that's the bacon in the pan there. What I'll then do is I'm going to take 3 eggs there and I'm going to whisk them up. And that'll be done very simply with a fork and just breaking them up. Let's see if I can get that in there without burning my hands. So I'll whisk that up, get a lot of air in there and break down the egg white and egg yolk. So let's see if I can get that on. Normally you'd hold the bowl while you're whisking up. You notice here I also, as well as the bacon, I've got a bit of mushroom and I've got a bit of cheese. And we're going to put a filling in the omelette today of cheese, mushroom and bacon. You can also use things like shallots or onions, anything that you quite like, even spinach or anything that you would like to put inside the omelette to add a bit of flavour and a bit of other nutrition, as it were. Right. Cool. So while the bacon's cooking, because it won't take very long to the eggs to cure at all, let me tell you about Hakuba. Hakuba Valley is in the northwest corner or prefecture of Nagano, and it was the site of the 1998 Olympic Games, or the Winter Olympic Games. There's about 10 resorts out here and it's got some amazing snowboarding and skiing and amazing hiking. I think there's about 3,000 metres in height, the northern Japanese Alps, which is where we're at the base of at the minute. In summertime it's got amazing hiking and camping as well, with flower gardens and wildflower hikes and walks all through this rugged terrain, and some great mountain biking as well. If you were thinking of coming out here, Hakuba is a little bit westernised. It's a lot more accessible to first-time travellers to Japan, but there is so much other great skiing and snowboarding through the other parts of Japan, including Niseko, Miyako and some other places like that. And so if not just get into Tokyo and have a look around at the amazing Japanese culture, you could really enjoy that. Everyone here is so polite and it's been very welcoming. I've been able to find my way around even though I don't speak much Japanese at all. In fact, next to none. So anyway, let's get on with the egg and bacon thing. The bacon's cooked and you can see that's all nice and crispy there. So I'm going to take that across and I'm going to put that on there. I'm going to get a little bit of butter, hopefully, to just put a bit of extra grease in the pan. Just a small amount, and I'm going to bring the heat right down because otherwise this will cook really quickly. I've been very lucky on this day. I've been able to stay with some friends out here at the Cow Lodge, and yeah, just wipe that through. That pan was a bit hot and so the butter went a bit brown. So let's just pull that back a bit and try again. Just a little bit of butter, just so that it'll help the Teflon non-stick in the pan. You can see that I'm just getting that butter to coat the pan. I'm then going to put the egg, give it another quick whisk. going to put that egg in the pan, and it will start to set very quickly. I've got one of those cake type of spatulas, the plasticky ones. They're very good for trying to get any of the leftover egg out of the bowl. So that's why. Because it's quite cold down this way, I've put my plate and the toast in the oven. That's just to keep it warm. Put that there. We'll grab some of that butter, some toast, as you would normally do. And again, with your toast, you can put anything from avocado to Vegemite. I don't have any with me today. Just to change up your toast as well. And remember, avocado is a really good source of healthy fats. So there is some toast. Now, great hands. Someone's got great hands. So there you can see that egg is starting to gel, and I'm just building up the wall around the pan and then just keeping it on the heat. With the spatula, I can just start to bring that down, and that will be a part where we'll flip it. There's a number of different ways of cooking an omelette. Some chefs like to keep it in a smaller pan and keep it moving. And then they just flip it on itself, which is a flipped omelette. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take the bacon and I'm going to cut it into small sections. See if I can get that for you there. So the reason I'm cutting it small is because we're going to fit it into the omelette. And I've also got my mushroom there. So you can see that these are smaller sizes similar to that of the mushroom. And what I'm going to do is this omelette's now pretty much ready to start to flip. And what I'm going to do is we'll take the mushroom. I'll see if I can get this camera. And we're going to layer the mushroom across in a thin line. Don't want to go all over the place, or you don't need to. And then we put this across in a line as well. And on this occasion, I'm going to put a bit of cheese, just to help with the melting. Get some of those little extra bits in there. And that's what I'll do is going to, see if we get that, flip the omelette. And then I'll do it a second time. I'll have to do it with two hands. Flip that omelette over. There you go. And as you can see, we've got the golden brown cooking of the omelette and all of those great little flavours on the inside. I'll let them just cook under their own heat now, taking the heat off so it doesn't just keep cooking and burning the bottom of the omelette. And then what we'll do, see if that'll catch that, is I'm going to serve the omelette up there. So I've got the egg omelette with the bacon filling, mushroom and cheese, and there it is. Now there's only one thing to do. Well, what would you have for a drink with this one? Any of your regular drinks, juice, coffee, tea, whatever you prefer. This is a great snack. It's similar to the eggs we did with the scrambled eggs. The same starting, instead of just mushing through the eggs to break them up and make them scrambled, we keep them flat and we flip them over to make the omelette. There's only one thing left to do, and that's to test it out. See how, and you can see here all of the gooey goodness on the inside there. See if I can get a spoonful with everything in it. You could cook up the tomato, not the tomato, put tomato in it. You could cook up the mushroom with the bacon and get those flavours sharing if you wanted. And a bit of salt and pepper doesn't go astray either. In the meantime. That's so good. Yeah, that's so good. I'm going to finish that off. And you know, thanks for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed the omelette today. And remember, everything's better with eggs and bacon. Have a great day.
Wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey. I'm so glad you could stop on by.